So make sure, a few reminders, so make sure you're coming onto this call warmed up, ready to go. You've done your dynamic warm-up, which can be found on the YouTube channel. If you don't remember how it goes, just make sure you're warmed up, ready to go. These next 2 weeks, we're going to be moving a lot more with me. So again, the last 2 weeks were more instructional. Okay, we went through the movements, how to do them. You did them with me, and we kind of made sure we did them all properly. These next 2 weeks, we're going to kind of review those again, but we're going to include, a variation, we can use as a warm-up. So we have, if we include a movement into our workout, what movement can we do to warm that exercise up? Okay, and then a couple other variations of the movement as well. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to start standing up. Okay, we're going to start with the push-up today. And a good warm-up for the push-up is our inchworm to push-up. Okay, where we're going to go down, hands to the ground, and then we're going to inchworm out, walk those hands out to push-up position. Okay, make sure those hands are right under you. Take those elbows straight back. For a push-up, maintain good body line, and then walk it back up. Okay, let's do 2 more of those. Walk it down, go down, walk it out. Good push-up. Keeping those elbows back and walk it in. Okay, 1 more. Walk it out. And walk it in. Okay, good warm-up one to do. Walking it out is going to help warm up their shoulders, wake them up a little bit, and then doing that push-up, doing a few push-ups will help get it going as well. Okay, next one, we'll be on the ground. We're going to do an isometric push-up here, kind of more of a static hold. Okay, so we'll start in the up position. Okay, and we'll hold that. Okay, just like a plank. Okay, we're focusing on a good body line. Okay, so we're increasing that strength to the core, through the shoulders, to be able to maintain that body line. Okay, because just holding it here is going to help increase that strength. So as we start moving, we go down, we can maintain that body line a little bit better. Okay, so now we're all going to go down, and we're going to hold it in the bottom position for 5 seconds. Okay, making sure we're hovering just off the ground. Okay, we're not, dropping the hips. We're doing more of a pipe push up here. Okay, ready, go, down. Hold it for 5, 3, 2, 1, up. Okay, so as we're doing this kind of more as a workout, so we'll do it 1 more time. Okay, where we can, it's just going to kind of be a slow motion push up, where we're going to hold it at the top, and whatever duration we want to start with. 5 second at the top, 5 second at the bottom, or 1 second at the top, 3 second at the bottom, or 1 second at the bottom. Okay, however we want to do it. Okay, and just make sure over the course of a couple weeks, we're challenging ourselves. So we're not just going down, holding it for 2, back up the whole time. Then maybe after a couple weeks, we try 3, 4, 5 seconds at the bottom. Okay, so let's do 1 more. We'll hold it at the top and down. 5, 2, 1, up. Okay, so that holding that isometrically is going to really help build the strength, especially being able to maintain that body line. Okay, next one we're going to do, if you've got a chair or bench, something sturdy, it's not going to topple over on you or slide around. Okay, we're going to start same push-up position. We'll be on our knees starting out. Okay, so same principles here, hands shoulder width. Okay, they're just elevated. Okay, so as we go down, okay, we're going to imagine those shoulders, or the elbows staying in and going straight back. Okay, like a regular push-up. But here, we're just going to go down and get more of a tricep. Okay, tricep extension here with bench. Okay, so we're going down and then using those triceps to get back up. Okay, to increase the difficulty, you can walk those feet out a little bit further. Okay, over time, be able to get up on those feet. More like a push-up. Okay, that'll help develop that tricep strength a little bit. Okay, any questions on the push-up or any of the variations? Okay. Next, we got our lower body. We got the squat today. So good warm-up movement for this one is just to work on that deep squat. Okay, really working on opening up the hips a little bit, increase that ankle mobility. So we're going to start standing up, good squat position where we've got our feet slightly wider than our hips, toes slightly out. Okay, and we're going to go down to that bottom position and get as low as we can. Okay, we're really focusing on keeping that weight in the heels. Okay, if you remember from the 2 weeks ago when we went through the squat, try and keep these shins vertical here in the deep squat, back nice and flat. Okay, again, if you have trouble getting into that position, or you're kind of up on your toes too much, okay, work on, holding on to something to pull. You can even go, in your doorway, hold on to the door jamb, okay, and just kind of rock back a little bit, really get onto the heels and a nice flat back. Okay, then you go up and you just hold the bottom position, 10 to 15 seconds. Stand up and then we'll go down one more time, down to that bottom position. Hold on to something if you need to, starting out. Okay, and then back up. Okay, good. From there we'll do our isometric squat hold. Okay, so from here we're going to go down and hold it at that 90 degree. Just like we're sitting on a chair, and back up. Okay, so same thing with the push-up. You go down, hold it for 2, 3, 5 seconds, trying to increase that over time. Okay, so what we want to avoid here is not going far enough down, okay, or dropping that chest forward. Okay, we don't want to be here, resting on these knees. Okay, want to maintain that squat position. So everyone ready down, chest forward, eyes looking forward, slightly up, and up. Okay, and then again, we don't want to be all the way down in that deep squat position anymore. Okay, let's do one more. Ready to go. 5 seconds. 2, 1, up. Good. So again, trying to increase that time you're holding that position every time you do them. Okay. Next one we're going to do with a bench, chair, whatever you got again, just to make sure it's nice and sturdy. It's not going to move around on you, fall over. Okay, we're going to do a single leg split squat, okay, or the bulgarian split squat here. We're going to have our back leg elevated up on that chair, bench, edge of your bed, whatever you got, and this front foot out just far enough so that when we drop these hips straight down, so I'm up nice and tall, just dropping the hips straight down to make a nice 90-degree bend in that knee. Okay, so I don't want it too far forward, okay, or too far, too close in to where my knee is going to drop forward. Okay, if you go down, you realize, okay, I'm a little too close, got to step it out just a little bit. So make sure you're staying up nice and tall. Okay, let's get a few reps on the other side. And down. Okay, do about 3 of these. Focusing on a nice 90 in that leg. Okay. Good. Next one we can do single leg is the pistol squat. So now this leg's going to be out in front of us, and we're just going to sit down onto that chair bench and power it up. Okay, what we're focusing on here is control down and power up. Okay, what we want to avoid here is, getting to a certain part, giving up and kind of flopping down. Okay, again, it's okay to flop as long as we do it as controlled as we can. Okay, if we're giving up, can only get to here and we give up, and we get down and we're using our arms to get back up, we're not going to increase that strength over time. Okay, maybe not as fast. So, doing the best we can through the full movement, okay, standing up, okay, is going to have the best benefits, okay? And we'll go switch to the other side, control down, power up without trying to swing the arms or the upper body to help you up. Okay, do 2 more, up, down, and up. Okay, so with the goal being over time, you know, where you can be able to do those without any kind of bench, okay? So again, working the legs one at a time, very important, okay? If we're always just doing double leg squats here, maybe we have one leg weaker or stronger than the other, okay? That stronger leg's always gonna kind of naturally take over, and that weaker leg's never really gonna be as strong as the stronger leg. Okay, a good example of that is, you know, our starts off the block, where we do our track start, right? Okay, these legs have to be equally powerful, okay? So we can get as most power we can off that front leg. As well, you know, we don't want a weaker trail leg here, not getting any power off that fin or the back of the block, power ourselves forward. Okay, we want to be able to equally, you know, have power through both legs, okay? Okay, any questions on the squat movements? Okay, let's get into the core, wrapping it up. Last movement for today, the sit-up. So we're going to start with more of a warm-up type movement here you can do for the sit-up, or any variations of the sit-up you might have for your workout. Okay, we're going to go our bridge crunch combo. So we'll do a crunch first, and we'll alternate that with a hip bridge. Okay, where we're trying to get our hips into the other side as we can. We're just on our heels and upper back. Alternate with the crunch. So hip bridge and crunch. Back and forth. Let's do a couple more. Again, trying to get those hips up in the air as high as you can. Okay, because we're warming up the abs, but then we're also trying to open up the hip flexors as well. Okay, so it's kind of a separate movement here to really help open up the hip flexors, so we're not constantly, you know, making these hip flexors tighter by doing a lot of crunches. You know, we want to balance everything out, remember, and open up the hips as well. Okay, next one we're going to do is our straight leg sit-up. So we'll have our legs straight out in front of us, and we're going to lay back, okay, with our arms overhead, focusing on getting this lower back as flat into the ground as you can. Okay, so I'm rotating these hips back, pressing my belly button into my spine as I'm reaching overhead, because we kind of have the tendency as we get our arms back here, the lower back wants to come off the ground. Okay, so really push that lower back into the ground. Then we're going to do a sit-up from here. Okay, straight leg sit-up. We're going to try and keep our legs into the ground. We're going to sit up from the core, not from the arms. We're not going to swing our arms and then sit up. We're going to reach straight up to the sky here, towards the ceiling. Sitting up nice and tall. So really trying to work on that lower back, getting nice and straight. And you can either finish sitting up here, or if you want to get a little bit more of a hamstring stretch, you can finish reaching to the toes. Okay, then back down. Let's do 2 more. Try to sit up without swinging the arms, sit up nice and tall. You can finish there and go back down, or reach to the toes, or you can do both. Sit up nice and tall, then reach, and then down. Okay, 1 more. Up nice and tall. Reach for the toes if you need a little hamstring stretch, and then back down. Okay? Nice job. Next one, our leg up crunch. So we're going to do crunches with our legs up off the ground. Okay, and our hands off to the side of our head, again, cranking on that neck or that upper back here. So we're just going to do crunches with our legs off the ground, okay? And what that'll help with is just kind of activate, engage the lower abs a little bit more as we're crunching, okay? And then the last one we can do, okay, and you guys can use this one either kind of as a benchmark test. It's kind of a standard to see how we're progressing with our core, seeing how our core is getting stronger, is our negative sit-up. Okay, so we're gonna sit up nice and tall, legs straight out in front of us. Okay, and in this nice straight back, we're gonna lean back. Okay, trying to keep this back as straight as we can. Slowly going down, as slow as you can. And then you'll do a sit-up any way you want. Okay, and then again, just do a couple more. Okay, really focus on staying controlled through the core here. Okay, we don't want to round the back and kind of flop down again. Go as far as you can. Okay, till you feel like you're kind of losing it, fall down. Again, try to control through that. Okay, so we're not just getting here and then giving up. Control it as much as you can. Okay, with the goal of being able to get all the way down to the ground and back up. Nice and controlled, okay? Well down, nice and controlled for those negative sit-ups. Okay, any questions on the sit-ups? Okay, nice job today. Again, remember the two goals of Dryland is to build strength and increase athleticism. So do something every day that's gonna help build your strength in a nice balanced way. Okay, and then also do something that's going to increase your athleticism, your speed, your agility, just your overall body awareness. Okay, really important, and that'll help make you all better swimmers. So, any questions?